Hi everyone, Mrs. Harmson speaking, the head of music at St John Fisher. I'm just here to talk to you today about Year 9 options and the course we do for music at Key Stage 4, which is the BTEC Tech Award in Music Practice. So just to explain a little bit more about how that works. The BTEC Tech Award, it's the same as a GCSE, it's just called a BTEC because it is a vocational course. So as you can see, there's no traditional listening or written exam. It's all coursework based. So it's very practical. There is a little bit of written coursework, but it's not the same as kind of revising and then sitting in an exam. The course does count in GCSE results. It's just a BTEC rather than a GCSE. The focus on skills needed in the music industry. So it's about how to prepare yourself to work within the music industry, mainly focusing on practical work. So things like performing, composing, and producing. There's lots of flexibility with this course, and there's lots of creativity involved as well, where you have to kind of work individually and work with others as well. So it kind of helps with all of those different interpersonal skills that you need in a variety of different careers. So in terms of what the course looks like, there are three components. Component one is the one we start at the beginning of year 10, and it is exploring music products and styles. That's assessed internally by teachers like myself, and it is coursework based. More details on that in a second. There's another component called music skills development. That's also worth 30% of the course, and it is assessed internally by myself. Component three is assessed externally. So that means that the exam board mark all of the coursework for this particular unit, and it is taken over a 12-week period after January in year 11. And it's using all of the skills that students have learned in component one and component two. So just to show you an overview, so component one is exploring music products and styles. So it's all about understanding how music is put together for lots of varieties of styles. So the year 10s this year, for example, have done reggae, they've done film music, they've done Britpop, they've done grime, they've done lots of different styles from lots of different eras to kind of understand how the music is put together and then kind of make their own response to that in groups, individually, and everything in between. So there's lots of different practical workshops. So we do a lot of group work, do a lot of video evidence, and evidence using Soundtrap, which is some music software. And we kind of learn about what different things are produced in music. So you have, your audio recordings, you have video performances, you have kind of production files, that kind of thing. So it's all about kind of understanding how music is put together. You then have component two, which is what you do after you finish component one. So we usually start component two after Easter in year 10. So you kind of do half of it in year 10 and half of it in year 11. So this is about reflecting on your areas that you are good at and things that you need to improve in terms of music. So your performance skills, your composing skills, and your production skills, and what things you need to develop. It's also looking at the job roles within the music industry. So things like producers, event managers, all, your session musicians, anybody that kind of works in the music industry, and looking at what kind of skills they actually need in order to be able to fulfill that job. And then as part of that, you also develop your skills that you would need to be a musician over time. And that's done with the help of some extra music lessons with a teacher on a particular instrument. So you're developing your skills on a musical instrument. And then component three, this is the one that's externally assessed. This is responding to a commercial music brief. So you get given a paper by the exam board. It will say something like, choose from a list of songs, and you have to change one of those songs into one of the styles that's part of the course. So, for example, this year, one of the songs that was on there was Red Red Wine by UB40, and it's asked to change that into either rock music or swing music or disco. So it's kind of a little bit like BBC Live Lounge, if anyone has heard of that before. So you choose whether you want to compose, perform, or produce. You come up with some ideas to do with the brief, and then you actually produce a musical product as part of it and present that. And what we usually do is some kind of concert. Okay, so that's kind of a really brief overview of the course. Now, why should you take the course? Very good question. If you play an instrument, sing, or are extremely passionate about music, this is the course for you, absolutely, because you get to explore your practical skills and explore different styles of music that you're passionate about. This course brings practical skills needed in lots of different careers, such as organisation, time management, teamwork skills, independent study, resilience, and planning of events. So all of those different skills are applicable in lots of different areas of life and lots of different jobs. So it's about building those skills that you kind of need in the real world. There's no written exam or revision, so you learn and complete the course as you go because it's all coursework. So there's no last minute cramming in revision of remembering keywords and things like that. It's all done throughout. And if written exams is not your strong point, then this would maybe be a course that's more suited to you. And it's very inclusive of all students. It doesn't matter about their ability. And it caters well to students who need support. So it's inclusive. So if you've never played an instrument before, I mean, it does help. But if you are starting completely from scratch, it's all about the progress you make, not where you start. So it's really suited to those students that maybe are at different levels and want to progress in music. That's what it's about. What careers can this course lead to? So lots of different careers, not maybe necessarily things you've thought of. So obviously being a musician, playing in a band, an orchestra or soloist, kind of touring, or it could be supporting a band, that kind of thing. A songwriter or a composer, producer, obviously a music teacher, events management, so not necessarily to do with music specifically, a music therapist, maybe running your own business that's to do with the music industry. I know also if you are interested in going to medicine, they do actually quite like music to be part of your career portfolio because of the skills that you build. So I know that it's a good skills to have as a doctor. I know lots of doctors that play an instrument. So lots and lots of different careers that music can lead into, especially in the performing arts industry. So when you look at studying music at St John Fisher, the opportunities that we offer as a school is that we offer students an instrumental vocal lesson once a week if they study the Tech Award, and that's once a week to help them progress on their instrument. They can choose what that instrument is. There's lots of performance opportunities in our masses and our liturgies, which is part of the school chaplaincy team. So we have 4 masses, house masses a year, as well as other events that students can play music for and sing and take part in. There's also workshops and opportunities, including banding together, which is a project we've run for several years in a row now, very successful. Also different masterclasses and workshops, maybe looking at going into a music studio with professional musicians and kind of learning about the real skills in the real music industry. And there's also the opportunity to perform in the school production every year, obviously not at the moment, but with COVID permitting. If you do have any questions about the course, you can email me. My email address is on the screen, or you can contact me through Teams page as well. Students can contact me and ask questions there. And you can also even look on the BTEC Tech Award website. It will tell you about the course on there as well, the specifications on there too. So that's everything from me. Any questions, let me know, and I hope some of you do decide to do music next year, because it's a fantastic course and we have loads of fun. Just ask the year 10s that are on at the moment, they're having a great time. So I hope that kind of covers it, and see you soon.